What's going on, everybody? Top 10 Pokemon back, and yes, once again, we are doing the Pokemon card auctions of the week recap. Thank you for tuning in this week as we review Pokemon card sales spanning all of the Pokemon generations, tons of Pokemon cards you've never even seen before, so stay tuned for all that and more. To all of my loyal subscribers, thank you so much for watching this. Please do give this video a like on your way out. And as I always say, don't forget to use my eBay link below to support the channel. If you do any shopping on eBay, it would help me out tremendously, so thank you for that. I got a nice variety of eye candy for y'all to look at, so let's not waste any more time. Let's jump right into this video, starting out with some XY era cards in this Espeon EX Full Art card from Breakthrough Set that in PSA 10 sold this week for $202.50. We saw a lot of Full Art EX cards come through this week. Check out this Darkrai EX, also from Breakpoint Set, that sold for $143 US. A Full Art Machamp EX from Ancient Origins that sold for $181 US. Here we saw a Full Art Lugia from Ancient Origins that sold for $535. A Full Art Umbreon EX from Fates Collide sold for $285. And also from Fates Collide, the Secret Rare Alakazam EX in PSA 10 that sold for $380 US. We saw a few awesome cards from Breakthrough Set. Here is a Full Art Mewtwo EX that sold for $259, a Houndoom EX that sold for $143, and a Full Art Bridget card that sold for $295 US. And one more card to go over from the XY era, and it is the Charizard Hollow from Evolution Set in PSA 10 that sold this week once again for about $1,825, which has been in recent times the sweet spot for this card in value. Alright, up next, some Sun and Moon cards to go over. Here is a Rainbow Rare Umbreon GX from the Sun and Moon base set that sold for $190. Here is a Full Art Sightseer from the Tag Team GX All-Star set that sold for $760. Big ones. Whoo! And we also saw a Shining Lugia Black Star promo that sold for $455 as a PSA 10. Probably the most expensive Shining card from the Shining Legends set, or promos if you will. And of course I wanted to mention some awesome sales from Celebration Set. Here is a CGC 10 Pristine Full Art Mew card that sold for $167. Here's an Umbreon Gold Star that sold as a PSA 10 for $172, and then a Gold Star Greninja. This is the Black Star promo that you got from the Elite Trainer box, and it sold for $220 this week. So for this card having as much availability as it has, it still is hitting some pretty impressive numbers as a PSA 10. A couple of cards from Champion's Path that are doing surprisingly well. We have a BGS 10 Charizard V that sold for $560, and then a Rainbow Rare Charizard VMAX in PSA 10 sold for $391. And what's crazy is these cards have been graded into the ground. There are just so many PSA 10s, BGS 10s, and $391 is still a pretty impressive number if you ask me. Alright, a couple of BGS 10 Black Label cards that I have never seen before. Here is a Chespin. This is an XY clear card, whatever that is, and it sold for $227. And then we saw a Black Label Helioptile from the same set, which also sold for $227. Here we have a Mario Pikachu Queen of Spades. Got the BGS 10 Black Label. This is a playing card that sold for $420. And a couple of interesting Uno cards that sold. Here's a Black Label Alolan Raichu, the number 8, that sold for $183. We saw a Black Label Meowth, that's the number 2 card, that sold for $167. And then a Pikachu, which must be the wild card in Uno, that sold for $876 as a BGS 10 Black Label. Alright, time for the vintage portion of the video. We saw a couple of base set cards come through. Here's a PSA 10 base set Unlimited Raichu that sold for $861. I kind of got a love-hate relationship with this card. A PSA 10 Unlimited Clefairy that sold for $801. And a PSA 10 Unlimited Gyarados Hollow that sold for $698. A couple of first edition common cards from base set. Here is a PSA 10 first edition Squirtle that sold for $900 even. And then a PSA 10 first edition Charmander that sold for $1,000 even. And the Yellow Cheeks Pikachu beat both Squirtle and Charmander, selling for $1,325. And lastly, for base set, we saw a PSA 10 Unlimited Charizard that sold for $11,100. Here is a heavy-hitting card from Jungle Set, is the first edition PSA 10 Hollow Kangaskhan that sold for $3,650. And then we saw several Neo Destiny Hollows. Here is a Dark Espeon. This is an Unlimited Hollow that sold for $839. A first edition Dark Feraligatr that sold for $1,075. A first edition Shining Celebi, well, I guess an unlimited first edition Shining Celebi that sold for $1,700. An unlimited Shining Tyranitar that sold for $3,010. Whew, boy, that's quite a premium for an unlimited card. And of course, an unlimited Shining Charizard that sold for $4,300. We saw another lot of WotC Blackstar promo cards. Here are 10 of the non-hollow Mew cards that sold for $465 total. A couple of Prime cards to go over from Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Here is a Steelix Prime from Unleashed set that sold for $363. A Crobat here sold for $431, and the Kingdra sold for the most at $610 for a PSA 10. A couple of amazing auctions from SM Pratt. Here is a Gold Star Umbreon from the Pop Series 5. This is the OG Gold Star Umbreon that sold as a PSA 10 for $11,150. And he also sold a Gold Star Espeon in PSA 10 for an even $15,000. He sold a couple of high-value promo cards as well. Here's a Victory Orb trophy card that sold for $15,000 even. And then lastly, we saw a PSA 10 Master Scroll card. This is an 8,600 point promo that sold for $22,700. Woo! Boy. All right, on to some sealed product that he sold as well. Here is a Primal Clash sealed booster box that sold for $440. The Breakthrough sealed booster box sold this week for $520. A Breakpoint booster box sold for $405. And a Team Up booster box sold for $790. We also saw a Cosmic Eclipse booster box sell for $475. An XY Flashfire booster box sold this week for $2,650. And we also saw a sealed Unlimited Fossil box sell for $6,550. And a sealed Neo Genesis booster box that sold for $13,700. And lastly, for sealed product, we saw a Shadowless base set booster pack. Got the PSA 10, and it sold for $1,225. These graded sealed booster packs have really been slapping lately as far as prices go. Alright, a couple of notable cards from this week's PWCC weekly auction. Here are some Gold Star cards. This is a Gold Star Celebi from EX Crystal Guardians. It sold for $3,000 even. The Gold Star Jolteon sold for $3,600. And the Gold Star Groudon from EX Delta Species sold for $3,960. We saw a Gold Star Kyogre sell for $4,400 and a Gold Star Mewtwo that sold for $4,920. The Metagross Gold Star sold for $4,920. A Gold Star Pikachu sold this week for $6,300, while a Japanese Gold Star Rayquaza sold for $9,600. And the king of this week's Gold Star cards goes to this Gold Star Gyarados from EX Holon Phantoms that sold for $13,200 as a PSA 10. A couple of very noteworthy Shining cards. Here's a first edition Shining Magikarp that sold for an even $3,000, and we saw another one sell for $3,960. And then a first edition Shining Gyarados, the best Shining card ever in my opinion, sold this week for $7,800. And the Shining Mewtwo from Neo Destiny, first edition, sold for $3,720. Here we saw an Evolution's pre-release Staff Charizard card in PSA 10, extremely low population card that sold for $10,500. Now, one thing I've always noted from these pre-release cards, especially the pre-release Staff versions, is they always look awful on the back. They are always horribly not centered. The edges are very questionable. I don't know. I've never, ever seen a strong PSA 10 Staff card from Evolution set. Just saying. Here we saw a reverse hollow Charizard from Legendary Collection that sold for $11,700. The first edition Shining Charizard sold for $12,600. And a base set Unlimited Charizard sold via PWCC auction for $13,200 this week. And the most expensive Charizard of them all this week was the Crystal Charizard from Skyridge that sold as a PSA 10 for an even $15,000. Folks, that's all I got this week. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you liked the video. Like I said, give it a thumbs up on your way out. Thanks again for tuning in, and I will see you in my next one.